This was the very first time I ever encountered the coochie with no smell.
Zero smell.
That was huge for me because I didn't know that existed. Plies had this song around that time, maybe a year or two before that, and he was talking about the coochie that smelled like water. And I just, it's a song. Plies talking. He's a character. He's a created character.
Yeah.
Everything he's saying is probably fake and created anyway. It just doesn't. I had never had that before. Never experienced it. Never ran into it.
Yeah.
Every woman should come with some small odor or whatever. It can't be, crazy like the girl in college.
Right.
Who ended up getting murdered. But maybe because of her bad coochie smell. But
I'm quite certain it was.
Every chick would come with an odor. This is the first woman that had zero odor. It smelled just like alkaline 9 pH water. It was outrageous.
Maybe that was the problem.
All right, maybe so. And I appreciate maybe it wasn't bubble.
Maybe you enjoy a musty scent.
But instead, I'm gonna start the show off with a story. It's been a little while since I've done a story.
Way too long.
My last story on YouTube actually did really well. So let's get back on the train here. All right, and this story here is a couple of waves in it, right? So you latch on to whichever wave you want to, okay? And actually, Treese here is she can remember this time frame, okay?
Does she have a peripheral role in the story?
No, she does not.
Okay.
She does not. All right, no role in the story.
She just remembers the time frame.
Yeah, she'll get it. She'll get it when it gets there. All right, so at this particular time, right, this time frame of my life, I'm early mid 20s. Okay.
So a while ago.
Yeah, a while ago. and to be honest, during this time, I'm fucking real good. I'm like a lot.
Actual fucking.
Yeah, actual
okay.
fucking. This
is your heyday?
This is the prime of prime.
Really?
I was yeah. This is like LeBron with Miami Heat days, and it's going really well for me at this time. And
are we talking about volume or your actual performance?
Volume and performance.
Oof.
Yeah, volume and performance.
Okay.
And I had just moved out of the Crazy Girl house when I was working at Home Depot, and she had me doing the counterfeit money, the story I told her.
Good times.
Yeah. So I had just moved out of her place and got my own place. Literally about 5 minutes away. That come other stories there down the line.
Just one booty call away.
So I got my own place there right in Rosemont. Okay. And my homeboys had introduced me to this Facebook group. Now this is the era of the Facebook groups. Okay. So it's a wild time. Anybody that can remember being a part of the Facebook group time, this is a wild time because every day is drama, every day is funny, and every day somebody's fucking somebody in the group. You know what I mean? That's just how it goes. So when I was new in the group, I imagine the women getting together like, okay, who's gonna be the first to get Bubba or whatever? I don't know, maybe. I don't know how it goes.
So the ladies had like a separate side chat in which they divvied up the available guys.
All right, and so at this particular time, as I'm going on, I'm in a group, and I get extremely lucky because I get a new chick that no guy had touched. Got no guy in the group had smashed.
Field.
Yeah, man. And I had to go to Tampa and get that going or whatever. So we get that going. I go to Tampa. Nothing happens in Tampa, but then she comes back to my place, my new place.
Why didn't anything happen in Tampa?
It was the first time I had met her. Probably could have. I laid low. I chilled out. And also
could be a smart move. You build anticipation.
Yeah, but also something had happened there to where we had to leave early because there was some drama happened. They cooked, and I don't want to say too much because somebody might be listening and know who I'm talking about. So I don't want to go there. Okay. But anyway, we left early, came back, boom. I got her like the next weekend over. She's over at my place now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I get her over there to my place. Now, my place at this time, the way I got it set up is at first I had it set up to where my bed was in the living room. All right. And so I
interesting choice.
I didn't want any confusion.
This wasn't a studio. You actually had
No, I had everything. Yeah,
so
the bathroom had a room.
What did you when the bed is in the living room, what was in the bedroom?
Nothing. secret
Oh,
space.
okay. I thought you might have had your sex dungeon in there.
No.
Oh, okay.
The living room was where everything went down. There was we're not gonna just watch TV and go to sleep. And none of this is where, okay. But I was getting negative comments about that, right? Like, why you do
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So right before she came, I said, okay, I already laid out the first time, so let me switch it up a little bit. So I put the bed back in the room, but now it's just an empty living room. Whatever. Okay. So she comes over. Okay. Now I'm really attracted to this woman. I'm really attracted to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's my type. You know what I mean? Everything is cool. Skin smooth as all outdoors. She, nice body, all that good stuff, right? She gets in, and we get down to business. Okay, we're getting down to business now, all right? And
No foreplay, just straight to business.
no, it's foreplay, starting foreplay.
Oh, okay,
That's the
okay.
business. All of that is business.
Okay,
to me.
okay.
Okay. Now this is where the story takes a unfortunate turn.
This is the part I was waiting for.
So, all right. So we get into the foreplay. I'm a gentleman. I go first. Whatever. Boom, boom. And then,
Wait, you came first?
no, man.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure that was a gentleman.
No, man. I whatever.
Yeah.
And then, and then we, just do the simple switch, super swap. He's gone. Now, now, she now, unfortunately, all right. Let me just tell a story, man. She's doing her part for a very, very, very long time.
Okay.
Okay, this story is based around. This is the first time my thing never got hard.
Really?
Right. So
Even though you were attracted to her.
very attractive, very attracted. I know none of my people touched her. Everything was in the clear.
Yeah.
And before, I skipped one part. I wish I didn't skip this part. This was the very first time I ever encountered the coochie with no smell.
Zero smell.
That was huge for me because I didn't know that existed. Plies had this song around that time, maybe a year or two before that, and he was talking about the coochie that smelled like water. And I just, it's a song. Plies talking. He's a character. He's a created character.
Yeah.
Everything he's saying is probably fake and created anyway. It just doesn't. I had never had that before. Never experienced it. Never ran into it.
Yeah.
Every woman should come with some small odor or whatever. It can't be, crazy like the girl in college.
Right.
Who ended up getting murdered. But maybe because of her bad coochie smell. But
I'm quite certain it was.
every chick would come with an odor. This is the first woman that had zero odor. It smelled just like alkaline 9 pH water. It was outrageous.
Maybe that was the problem.
All right, maybe so. And I appreciate maybe it
Yeah,
wasn't bubble.
Maybe you enjoy a musty scent.
So
Goddamn creepy.
so we get so and now shout out to this person because she really wants this to happen. I'm talking about
She's not giving up.
like no lie, like honestly, realistically, probably like an hour and a half
Whoa, Jesus.
of straight jaw action, no breaks, nothing,
Not even a sip of water.
not a sip of water, nothing,
You didn't even offer a water.
and there was nothing there for her at the end of the rainbow. Okay,
There's no rainbow.
okay. So
That was a trail of tears.
So I'm not sure if she ever experienced that before. I know I didn't experience that before, but here I am, and she's looking at me crazy. I'm like, I really don't know. I don't know what to tell you, right? So, she gets up and leave, right? She gets up. Eventually, she
Like
gets up and leave.
abruptly?
Not abruptly, but eventually.
What was the conversation like on the way to the door?
I was really confused and dumbfounded.
Lose my number, limp dick.
I never got her back again to the house.
Imagine that. She probably has a TMJ disorder.
So she leaves.
Rightly so.
The very first thing I do is I go to Google.com. What the fuck is wrong with me? What is wrong with me?
Was that the query?
No, it's like, yeah, but my thing don't get hard. And then of course everything comes up. You may have what's that term? You may have help me out. You may have ED. some STDs can lead to not having this. You may be dying. You may all of this stuff is coming up. All this stuff is coming up, and I'm getting my. So the first call I make, I call my cousin Teray. I call Ray about everything. That's really my psychiatrist, all that stuff. Therapist. I call Ray. Yo, man, my thing didn't get hard, man. What the fuck is going on? He just bust out laughing. He said, man, that might happen here and there sometimes. And I'm like, man, no, this ain't never happened like this. This ain't never happened like this. He says, yeah, man, sometimes they do. And so, then I went to ask you, my dad, all type of stuff, man.
What'd your dad really try
to He says that happens, but it never happened to him when he was young. My dad got all these fake war stories about him smashing all these women back in his day. I don't believe none of that shit.
Did you bring in Uncle Lilo for a couple?
No, I didn't believe. No, I wouldn't do that to myself. It made me feel bad. But yeah. So and so he told me that. So I do my research, and then I find out. Not find out, but I tried to get her back. Couldn't get her back. After the call of Teray, the second call I make is to my ex. This is the same night.
Okay.
Make a call to my ex. I get my ex over there the same night.
Hey.
And I go to town. Cause now I have something to prove. I have something in my I have to get this out. This is not me. I'm not the ED guy. I don't need something at 23 years old to help me perform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This can't be my life now.
It can't be your
This is too soon. You know what I'm saying? So I get over there and I just, I go to town, man.
Go to Pound Town, don't you?
Go to Pound Town.
Oh, that's funny.
Shout out to Sexy Red.
Yeah. It's always good when you have your best game after the game's over.
Yeah, shout out to Eb, shout out to D-Law.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You guys can make y'all way up here now. That was the story portion of the show there.
On that